At the end of the day, you can't get around hard work. Success, it's not that difficult, y'all. The majority of the people don't really want to put in the work and actually go after their dream. We all like to talk about it, but talk is cheap. What you do is what you believe, y'all. And so if you can just begin to take one step, slowly moving towards your dream, I promise you that thing you want to achieve, it's not going to be nearly as difficult as what you think it is. Hard work works, and learning to make good choices in the moment. Listen, you can skip school if you want to, or you don't have to. You can do random acts of kindness, or you can pick on somebody. But I've learned making the right choice. All of us in our heart, we know what we should and we shouldn't be doing. And I said, I'm going to make conscious decisions to make good choices and not bad choices. And all of your dreams and all of your goals are right here, right now. See, in the moment when everybody else is doing something, I had to slow down and ask myself the question, is this going to help or destroy, build or grow? I don't want to be impulsive in my choices. When I was growing up, all the way up to when I was 23, I would only value people if I thought you were benefiting me. I could gain something from your relationship. That's when I would value you. Man, that is selfish. But I want to be a person that is intentional and is very thoughtful of adding value to every person I encounter. We all know those people. They walk into the room and you're like, oh shoot, I don't even want to be in this room with that person. And I bet some of us know sometimes that's you. I don't want to be self-centered. I want to learn to be selfless, because this is what I've learned, y'all. What you give away, you get to keep. How can I do random acts of kindness? Doing random acts of appreciation and kindness, it's like a boomerang, y'all. You throw it and it comes right back around. What you give away, you get to keep, man. I committed in my heart and in my mind, I'm going to be intentional about letting people around me know that they matter. Just being a good person, man. I stopped focusing on all the negative attributes of who I was, and I started focusing on who could I help and who could I pour out to. Over time, I stopped focusing on all the things that I could never change.
The life is about growth, and he said you could either go back to your comfort zone, and there you won't find any growth, or you must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again, because you're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate.
What you starve will die. What you feed will grow. But when I started not allowing the negative lifestyle, the negative energy, the negative influence, and I took my attention off of my failures and started focusing on how can I continue to work on personal development and helping people. And so I began to work on these 5 areas of my life. Now, these things don't just happen by accident. You have to be intentional. You don't have to, but how bad do you want that best life that you want to live? Because no one's going to care about your future more than you.
There are some things that you really should be afraid of. Now, you shouldn't allow it to immobilize you. You acknowledge it, you take it into account, and you carry yourself accordingly. There are times that we should proceed with caution. But it's the difference between being stopped by fear. It's the difference between having a fear and the fear having you. So what do we do? 1, acknowledge it, knowing that it's okay. Don't condemn yourself for being afraid. It's perfectly fine to have some fears. Life is very valuable, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to decide to do what you can right now, and don't delay. Ask yourself the question, what I'm doing right now, is it nourishing me? Does it empower me? Is it making me stretch mentally and emotionally and spiritually? You can do better. You should do better. That is your right to do better.